y'all, what is up? Welcome back to another video. Long time no see, about 2 months, and that is simply because, well, two reasons. April was big for me. So I film these on the 1st of the month. I make sure I get that end of the month in, and then I film them on the 1st. April 1st, I think, was a Wednesday or a Friday, which meant that no, it was a Saturday or Sunday, which meant that my husband was home, and I really only get two uninterrupted days with him, so I try to spend those with him, so I didn't film. And then on the 8th of April, I bought a Jeep. So we're going to talk about my actual no-buy, but a huge part of my April is that I bought a Jeep. So I've been saving for one for about 6 years, and I wanted to save for another year. I wanted a hefty down payment before I bought it because I knew that I didn't want to be paying it off forever, and I didn't want a huge payment. But there was a purple Jeep, and I'll put a picture up on the screen, but there was a purple Jeep at my local Jeep dealer, and it was 4-door. It had all the modifications I wanted already on it. It's a special edition one. It was in my price range, and come on, it's purple. And to find a purple automatic Jeep is very rare. Like, usually the purple ones are custom order, in my area anyway. Usually they're custom order, so when people custom order, a lot of Jeepers like to have the standard Jeep because they're going rock climbing, they're going off-roading, and you have more control with standard. But this one was 4-door, automatic, purple. Never in my wildest dreams would I have thought I would have gotten a purple one, so I'm so excited about that. But that's been a lot of my April because I got in to see it before they had even cleaned it. So I had got in, bought it, they had kept it for a few days. This was over like Easter weekend, so they had kept it for an extra day. They cleaned it for me, they washed it, they did the full inspection, oil change, all of that stuff. And then I got it back on a Tuesday, and it came with extended warranty. So extended warranty only covers like so many things. We knew that the brake pads on the Jeep were really low. It actually came with brake pads. So the previous owners had bought the brake pads intending to do them, and they just traded in for a truck because they bought a 5th wheel trailer. So they had traded in the Jeep for a truck. And so the Jeep came with the brake pads. Most of you know my husband is a mechanic, so he was like, no problem, no worries. When he changed the brake pads on the Tuesday that I got it, I think the 11th, we figured out that the brake calipers were bad, which is covered under warranty. But because it's covered under warranty, they had to order the parts. So basically, long story short, I bought the Jeep on the 8th, and I didn't actually get it back until the 12th. No, the 18th. It was another Tuesday. I went and got it on a Tuesday night. So a lot of my April has been buying the Jeep, bringing the Jeep back to Jeep, and just like enjoying it. And I've been driving a lot. Like, I don't like driving, but every time my husband and I go out, I'm like, let's take the Jeep, like I'll drive, and he just loves that. So huge part of my April has been, and of course we're talking about no buy, not spending money, and the whole reason for this no buy was so I could save more money to buy this Jeep. So obviously I've got the Jeep now. I'm still on a no buy. I'm still doing my no buy, and I'm actually like enjoying myself. And you guys know in January, like, I wasn't putting a whole bunch of pressure on myself, but instead asking myself those questions and staying mindful about what I was purchasing, what I was buying. And that is the biggest lesson I'm getting from this, is like, what do you have? What could you already be using? And like using things up and actually using things to their fullest ability, which is really nice. But April, I bought one thing on my no buy. Now, I bought a notebook, okay? But it's not a notebook like to just sit and be a notebook. So Erin Condren doesn't make their plain sketchbooks anymore. And for those of you that follow me on Instagram, know that I use the plain sketchbooks. I actually print my own teacher planner. So I've designed my own teacher planner. It looks really similar to the Erin Condren teacher planner. I based my design off of it, but I have the columns the opposite way as them. So they have Monday through Friday on the vertical, and then the classes on the top. I actually have mine switched, so I have Monday through Friday on the top and my classes down the side, and that is just so I can fold my planner in half and see Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then when I get to Thursday, I flip it over and I can see Thursday and Friday, and I can see all of my classes stacked on top of one another. And I need 6 subjects. I don't need 6 subjects. Technically, I only need 5, but because ours switch, I do 6, and I don't put in my classes. But I do put in my prep, and I'll make myself a list because I only teach 5 classes, but we have 6 a day, and I have 1 prep. So I actually, this year I had an 8.5 by 11. So I had bought an 8.5 by 11 sketchbook, and I had printed out my own teacher planner. For next year, I wanted a 7 by 9. So I had some 8.5 by 11 sketchbook paper left. So I'd actually just cut it, but I ran out of paper. So I found these on Amazon, and they were only on there for like, I want to say like $18 Canadian, which is ridiculous if you guys know the price of these in US. Craziness. And these are just, like I said, they are the blank sketchbooks. I print on them. I design my own teacher planner and I print on them. So I bought these like the 1st of April, I think. That's when I ran out of my paper. So I bought them. There was 2 left. I bought both. And I mean, like, I broke my no spend because I wasn't really supposed to be buying notebooks, but it's for school, so it actually has a purpose. So, you know, did I break my no spend? I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about it because I needed it to print I've already printed next year's teacher planner, so I don't know. I'm on the fence, but I thought I'd share that with you anyways. So technically, I don't think I've broken my no spend this month. I bought a Jeep, so I mean, like, did I spend? Yes, I did. But did I break my no spend specifically on stationery, candles, and crystals? I don't think so. But you guys can let me know down below. You can be the judge of whether or not I broke my no spend. Guys, I'm halfway through this video realizing that I missed filming March's accountability video because I would have filmed March's accountability video on the 1st of April. Okay, so March. Let's go back to March. So that's why I was like, I knew because I bought this in March and I knew that I broke my no spend in March, but only for one thing. And I didn't technically break my no spend for April because these were for work. So I broke my no spend in March, but only once. I broke it on the 1st of March. Okay, I'm catching up with myself now. Okay, so April didn't break my no spend. March broke my no spend with this bullet journal, and this is the bullet journal edition 2. This is the artist edition. Guys, I couldn't, I couldn't not. Sage green is my current obsession, and I've been wanting the 120 GSM Leuchtturm for quite a while because I just want to try it. So this is the bullet journal edition 2. It's the artist edition 2023. It's got less pages than a regular Leuchtturm does because it's the bullet journal edition, so it's 206. And it's got all these special features and the 120 GSM paper. And I don't know, there's something about the cream paper that I really like. I really like the cream paper in the dingbats as well. But so yeah, so I broke my no spend in March because I bought this. I really wanted it. So I spent, okay, so I was doing the right thing. I spent $32 Canadian. I'll put it up on the screen if I'm wrong. And I think I got free shipping. I'll put it up on the screen if I'm wrong because I didn't do any research. I tried to do research for this video, but I didn't because I screwed myself up. The other thing that I have sitting in front of me is the thing that I broke my, I think my February no spend. February? I don't know, y'all. I'm all screwed up. I showed you guys a picture of this, but I really, really wanted to show you in person. It is thick. So this is the Archer and Olive notebook I bought, and I spent a ridiculous amount of Canadian money because of the, what's that called? The conversion and the stupid like $30 worth of shipping. I think I've talked about it in my last video. Anyways, I'll link that above if you want to see. But I showed you guys a picture, but I wanted to show you guys the real thing because I finally got it. So this is the sun frame. It's A5, it's got the yellow. This is 160 GSM. I think there's 160 pages or 192 pages. I think this is 192. She is thick, has a pen loop, which I really, really like. I like that it doesn't matter because I figured out how to attach my own pen loops, but very excited about this. And yeah, just thought I'd show you guys. So didn't break my no spend in April, broke it the first day of March, but that's it, just the once. And I am still a Planning with Kay Patreon, so I mean, technically I break it every month, but I like her shit, man. Like, that's where I'm at. For those of you that do not keep up with my Instagram, I have currently switched out of my Hobonichi Cousin because it's a thick book. It's very hard to write in. It's very cumbersome. So I actually just took one of my, this is what my Jeep looks like, by the way. I actually just took one of my old Leuchtturms. This is the wow, words are very hard. I had a long day at school today. Graph? It's the graph notebook that I had, and I used this for the summer of 2022. So last summer I used it for June and July, and I just had some pages left in it, so I just kind of put April in it. And I've been wanting to, like, you guys know, I've been just itching to get into a bullet journal, so I did like a bunch of spreads, and I do have these over on Instagram if you would like to go check that out. I always have it linked down below. I wanted to do like a daily review. I wanted to do like some gratitude and some currently reading and watching and things like that. And then I did like a Dutch Door weekly that looked like this. And this was one of my go-to spreads when I was bullet journaling in 2020. Love that one. And then I also did a mermaid setup. So these are all Planning with Kay stickers. So I did mermaid setup. I just started that this morning. Like I said, I have this all over on Instagram. If I'm going too fast, I love doing this. Kay does this. It's a daily summary or daily review, and then here's my weekly. So I can fit right up until I fit half of April in here because that's when I stopped in my cousin because it was just too much, and I fit all of May in here. I can fit all of May, and then I think what I'll do is just go straight into my notebook therapy bullet journal, and I can only really get 6 months in that, so I think after that I will either try to use up another notebook that I have, or I'll go into one of my new ones, either my Art Journal Olive or my Bullet Journal Edition 2. Very excited about that. So yeah, like I said, if you don't follow me on Instagram, definitely go over and follow me there, because here I might update once a month, and over on Instagram I'm almost on there like, you know, 3 times a week, every second day or so. So yeah, broke my no spend once in March and did not break it in April. So I've been feeling super confident, and I think I've been getting more and more, I don't know if desensitized is the word, but I don't tend to go straight to, oh, I should shop when I'm feeling sad or I'm feeling anxious or I'm feeling depressed or bored. I'm trying to not go to food as well, because that's kind of my go-to, is like a snack and Amazon, or a snack and my current obsession site. So I've been trying to break some bad habits. Like, obviously, if somebody who goes to a no buy or a no spend or whatever is probably trying to break some bad habits. And for me, it is spending. And along with that, I'm just trying to be mindful about like my eating and things. And, you know, like I have some paint markers in my cart right now that I will probably buy in the summer because I just want to experiment in my bullet journal, and that's fine. Like, I think part of me is like just trying to work on the impulse control. So like when I see it, not buying it right away, like thinking about it. Is there something that you already have that's similar Do you already have 1,000,001 other supplies that you could use instead? Like things like that, right? Trying to be mindful, trying to think about what I could use here first, you know, things like that. So that's all I got. Please tell me what you are doing for your mental health and your impulse control and your no buy. Tell me what you're up to. I have missed talking to my friends. I have missed being on here. But I don't know, guys. YouTube just doesn't seem to be calling my name as much as it used to. But here is my double no spend update for March and April. And hopefully I will be back on time for May to update you about May. But so far it's looking pretty good, actually. Never know. Never know what's going to happen, though. So, all right, y'all. Don't forget, I update Instagram much more if you want to follow along with me there. And I will talk to you guys in about a month. Bye, y'all.